the first thing that went wrong this morning. First, I left my cell phone and I couldn't remember where I left my cell phone. But I know I had my cell phone when I stopped in the parking lot here at work. And then I finally found it. I left it when we had our temperatures taken and yeah, at reception. And then I arrived here in this class from the previous class. And I thought, where's my flash drive? Okay, my flash drive is in that building in room 310 or 310. It's just been one of those that Friday where I don't unmute myself. And yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen next. I think I should just call it a weekend now. Okay, unfortunately, there's still 7 more periods to go. But anyway, people, I think at the end of the day, the important thing is you as a business, and that's what the brand identity is about. What we did on Monday when we had those different images, your fingerprints, that's you. Nobody else can be that. You can look exactly the same. Even, as I said on Monday, even identical twins don't have the same fingerprints. That's how we identify the two. Okay? It's not a great example, but I mean, if there's two identical twin and one dies in the accident, how do I know? How do we know which one died? That's it.
But certainly you can't get the fingerprint. Let's say they burned. You general records match up.
You can also. Yeah, there are certain things that we know is unique to every individual, regardless if they are actually identical. Okay, but we're not. So that's the same with brands as well. Every brand has a specific DNA. What brand identity is about is to ensure, why doesn't that function work on this keyboard? Maybe because it's Friday. Isn't the 13th today? No, it's not. Your brand identity in essence is basically how you want to be seen, how you wish to be seen by your consumers out there in the market. Let's compare. I know somewhere over the weekend, some of you will braai at least once, okay? Because that's what we do in South Africa, okay? And we don't need a long weekend to do that. We do it anyway. That's why I couldn't be bothered with load shedding. If there's gas and there's wood, there will be food. Langer waar jy blaarslaai gekoop het en jou tomaties en jou groente, as dit by Woolies was, dan weet jy is so 'n bietjie langer hou. Okay, that's basically what I was trying to say as well. We have different we have a perception of what a brand has been trying to tell us about who they are and what the meaning is for their existence. Are we here just to sell you food, or are we here to give you a all over good experience? Let's look at an example, for instance. I'm not going to try that again because that apparently doesn't work. There are 3 questions that you have. Oops, that was too quick. 3 questions that you have to ask yourself. Why, what, and who? Who are you as a business? In other words, what are you doing? Number 2, what are you doing? And why does it matter? Let's take a lot as an example. Ask the 3 questions. Who are they? The who is more about their particular vision that they've set for themselves as part of their brand identity. The who is not the what is we are an online delivery service. The who is what we stand for, our purpose, basically our internal mantra. In other words, how we want our how how the business treats their staff, and what they want to achieve, what legacy, what footprint they basically want to leave. Because we know that consumers are stupid. They're emotional. They buy another pair of high heel shoes, although there's 15 pairs in their cupboard already. Although they still wear trainers to class every day. I said to my one class yesterday, Tuesday we dress up. Tuesday we dress up. 15 pairs of shoes, cocktail dresses and stuff, whatever. Formal, whatever. Okay, you dress up because people, if you haven't worn anything in your cupboard for a year, then you're not going to wear it. And then might as well toss it. Okay. But we know that consumers, that's a must have that. I must have it. But you have 4 already. Yeah, but I don't have a yellow one. Duh. Are any of you hoarders?
So I can show you a photo. I have a selection of watch straps and phone covers. I just got those from yesterday.
To match the outfit you're wearing today, or the one that you might wear tomorrow. But to match, yes, I'll tell you. Well, maybe stupid is the wrong word. Gullible is definitely a better word. But you, I'm pretty sure none of you can pass a. Who can pass a sale? Who go in just to check and see, and then don't buy, but you are interested.
Even if I don't have the money for it, I convince myself, you know what, if I just don't eat for a week, I can buy it.
And then you convince yourself halfway through the week of without food that, you know what, I'll make another plan, but then no, I'll eat something today. Okay, I'll find another way to.
I ate today.
Oh my word, no. Gullible is the word, definitely. And because we're also gullible, and especially, and you're future marketers, but I think, as I've expressed before as well, you are consumers before you are marketers. Okay, so now picking up while being a consumer, and what makes you decide between product A and product B when you're in the shop? Let's say, for instance, Sasco bread and Blue Ribbon. Why?
Because
price is exactly the same, maybe 5 cents difference. So it's not a pricing concern.
I think it's because Blue Ribbon has a nicer quality and their packaging is more appealing. Like, I think when you stand between the two, the packaging is definitely better. And then for me, I've tasted both. Blue Ribbon is like a softer, more like moist kind of drink. So.
I just.
Maar ja, ek wil sê, mens kan ook sien sommige van hulle is groter.
Ja.
Dus die broode is soms kleiner en anders groot.
So I should go first then.
You know, 3 small ones are the same as 2 big ones.
You can eat 3 small ones and then the rest don't in 3 days.
See, those are the kind of questions that you as future marketers will be asking when you are in the marketing profession. Let's try and figure out what the customer is using to identify or to differentiate the brands that's available to them. How do I choose between? Take a look. What's our alternative? What's the what?
Amazon, but not really. So they don't really have any straight competition.
Exactly.
More than monopoly.
So, very easily recognizable brand because there's not really any serious competition in South Africa for them. Yes, Amazon, but in the Amazon store, Amazon hasn't got their new African head office warehouse here in Woodstock yet. Hopefully by next year. It'll be different because then you don't have to wait for the shipping and pay for the shipping from the States. Then it's going to be different. Hopefully that comes through. I know there's some environmental issues. They started with the first phase of the project already, and then all of a sudden people say, what about the, and then some ecological, yeah, there was some ecological issue about die kolgaans, die rooi haaskolgaans, whatever ook al dit van uitsterf of dit is sy habitat. Niemand weet iets gebeur as so 'n dierie. Staan, nou, but anyway, the fact of the matter is these businesses don't just start the project of that magnitude if they have not done an environmental study and the impact study, because that's a requirement. Nobody will put a stamp of, not even in South Africa, will they put a stamp on it and approve it. And we tend to sometimes bend a few rules here, but the fact is that that will be great. Then there will be serious competition, because then they'll be they'll go head to head with Takealot. And they will, I think, probably they might capture, depending on how Takealot's structure will work here, but they can capture a serious share of the market, because they definitely are an established courier service. Even before Takealot came onto the scene, people know about Amazon. If I ask 9 people, or if I ask 10 people, probably 7 of them would name first courier service that come to mind.
DHL courier guys, what they say.
Yeah. If you're in America, they'll probably say be FedEx.
So, but Takealot actually is quite expensive.
They are expensive, I know.
Very expensive.
But I've been very fortunate with them, so I'm prepared to pay that little premium at the moment. But they are also expensive because there's no serious competition.
Like, so they've been, my grand she's just sold her pet shop, but her dog food already with a markup on it. On Takealot, they're selling it for like 130 Rand more a bag.
Yeah.
That's with a markup on really.
Do you think that there's going to be, we in future, if the current landscape and what's happening globally and what's especially happening in our country, in a greater economy, we will not see these type of big organizations doing that. They will still exist, but do you think there's a possibility that your existing businesses will, by offering their own sort of delivery services, can actually capture a percentage of the market, a serious percentage of the market? Why would you use a courier service if you can actually offer your courier service first? Pick n Pay was like that many years ago. Pick n Pay didn't have delivery trucks. You didn't see these Pick n Pay trucks. Pick n Pay got their stuff from the supplier, and the supplier's truck delivered it at the Pick n Pay store. And then Pick n Pay said, "Oh, we can do this ourselves. We can save some money." Because if some other company who distributes our products, they're the last thing that you want. You get a call, said, "Listen, where are you guys? The eggs for today, it hasn't been delivered. Are you speaking directly to maybe New Lane or whatever the supplier is?" "No, our truck broke down halfway between Paarl and Cape Town. Stuck there in one."
That's backwards integration, not so.
Yeah. So they basically decided, well, geez, in that case, instead of dealing with the complaints of people, "Where's our eggs? There's no eggs in stock. The shelves are empty in the shop today." And then explaining to everybody, but the supplier's truck broke down. Now they take it upon themselves because they also then have the ability to fix it. Okay, so that's how that started.
So,
Yes.
do you feel that since you become working and teaching marketing, that you find yourself less likely to fall for marketing strategies, or as likely as before you were aware of the whole?
To be honest with you, I don't think I've changed. I think I still have my own personal opinions about certain things. I think I'm like most of us, we are better informed. I just want a study to be done to see, with that information that we have, do we actually use that effectively? Do we use it to actually change our perceptions? But I will always, and I did it recently in the supermarket as well. There was a guy standing, unpacking his stuff, new range of hot sauces, similar to what the Nando's range and the Basco range is. And he was setting up his stand right in front of that particular shelf with all those products on already. Listen, move a bit, man. Yeah, people are going to. I know that I can see. I understand what you're trying to do. You want somebody who's going to buy Tabasco today or a Nando's hot peri peri today to walk past you and reach over your display so they can get the Nando's, and then they may see yours. Right? No, don't do this guerrilla kind of marketing. Try something else rather. Just move. You can be in the same aisle. Just move away from that particular point. So you want to convince them that this is a better product before they get to the ones that they've currently been using. So yes, I sometimes do when I will try new stuff. That's just I think the first year that I worked, obviously most of the stuff go back into student loans and to car payments and flat rentals and stuff like that. So you're on a very low budget. I used to love to go to these shops. I actually made a study of who's doing demos of what new products. I mean, you actually, that's a student mindset, which I still actually occasionally apply. My kids hate it. No. They don't. They won't go to anybody buying a new cheese griller here or whatever and trying to. No, but I collect more information. I'm more prepared when I go to the shop, but I won't necessarily change my mind based purely on the information or the additional information that I have. I think I'm more if I have used the product and I enjoy the product, it's slightly different if you're buying for a household and it's different tastes. But no, I will stick with what I've, unless they remove it. I was never an all gold person when it comes to tomato sauce, for instance. I enjoyed Heinz. Now Heinz is gone. Try and find Heinz on the shelves. You don't.
That's because all gold
and now I'm on all gold, and all gold is actually yes. Time out. Okay, I thought so. I can see there's some anxiety and some movement and whatever. Right, I'll upload this because I've made a few changes on the slides. But you must enjoy your weekend. Okay, I'm pretty sure you will. Stay safe. Make good decisions.
Yeah.